Hello students, welcome back. We went through radical equations and this may not be for everybody. If it comes to exam preparation, this is some kind of thing that you have to do everything else first, and then if you have some time left, venture into this, because this is a kind of problem that everybody else will also struggle. But next section, linear inequalities. If you miss something here, that's going to be devastating because you have to assume that everybody else must have got it right. How to solve linear inequalities? Well, linear inequalities are just inequalities with just first degree, and the only thing that you have to remember is when you multiply or divide by a positive number, then the direction of the inequality stays the same. If you multiply divide by a negative number, then you have to flip the direction. That's the only thing to remember, and you can do everything pretty much like any kind of linear equations basically, except for a very last moment. So how do you do this kind of problem? Let's see, step 1, denominator. No denominator here. Step 2, parentheses. Not that either. Step 3, like terms. Okay, we have some like terms. Flip this 8x to the other side. So we have 8x. And flip the 7 to the other side. So we have plus 7. So x term to the left, the other to the right. So negative 5x is less than or equal to 15 plus 7. What is it? 22? Okay, now divide by negative 5. X is greater than or equal to negative 22 over 5. You have to flip the direction of the inequality. Now, if your problem asks you to solve an inequality form, that's sufficient. If it asks you to solve it in interval expression, then we have to go further. Interval expression has smaller number to the left, larger number to the right. So we have to rewrite it like this. Negative 22 over 5 x, and then less than infinity, so that we have negative 22 over 5 comma infinity, and nothing is equal to infinity, so this one closed with open parenthesis. This is perfectly fine if you're asked to solve it in inequality expression. If you have to solve it in interval expression, you need a couple more steps. Standard order, smaller numbers to the left, bigger numbers to the right, and then semi-inequalities are brackets, and then strict inequalities are parentheses. Let's see, what did I do here? Yep, the same thing, very same thing, and then, no, just mathematical solution. By the way, how do you remember this semi-inequalities bracket and strict inequalities parentheses? Well, if you write inequality very quickly, this thing very quickly, you may end up writing like this. And this looks very much like parentheses, right? So by default, this other must be bracket. Well, that's a good way to remember and cut down mistakes. How about this problem? Well, breaking up parentheses, and at the very end, you have final division. That's where we have to decide flipping. Okay, here we go. Break up parentheses. This negative 3 and this thing here, which I just highlighted in blue, becomes like this. negative 9 plus 6x. Do you see that? Negative 3 is distributed over, so we have sign change for both. And this one here, which I highlighted in red, became this. See that? Negative 2 times 3, negative 2 times negative 2x, so got that. And then we have a bunch of like terms to collect. And then we get this. And all right, all the x terms to the left, everything else to the right. 12x is greater than 10, x is greater than 10 over 12, greater than 5/6. That's sufficient, and no need to flip because we are dividing by a positive number. And then if you want an interval expression, okay, smaller numbers go to the left, larger number to the right. So we end up with parenthesis 5/6 comma infinity, like this. How about the next problem? This one, instead of just showing you the answer, let's work it out. This may be a bit wordy, a bit more wordy. Oops. Okay, step 1, denominator. What do you have to multiply to kill off all the denominators all at once? 3, 6, and 4. So what's the GCD? Is it 12? Yeah, 12 will work. So multiply 12 to each of them. And then multiply 12 Okay, alright. Next, simplify. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 3 plus x. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 6x plus 1. And greater than or equal to 12. And then 12 divided by 5 is 3. 8x minus 1. Okay, alright. Now, break up parentheses. I showed you before. Distribute. So 4 times 3, 12 plus 4x. And distribute negative 2. So negative 12x. And then distribute negative 2. Distributing negative 2. So I need sign change for both of them. Multiply by negative 3. So 24x. Multiply by negative 3, so positive 3. Again, we are multiplying by negative numbers, so we need sign change for both. Okay, and then take some like terms together. What do you get? 4 minus 12x, so negative of 8x, and 10, and negative 24x, and then 12 plus 3 is 15. Did I do this right? Please check. Alright, flip this, plus 15. Okay, here, flip this negative 24 to the other side, and then 10 to the other side, all the x terms on one side. So 24, so negative 8 plus 24. So what do you get? 6x. And then 15 minus 10, so 5. Is that what I'm getting? Never mind. X is greater than or equal to 5/6, or equivalently speaking, 5/6. 5/6 x infinity, or equivalently speaking 5/6 infinity, and the second must be parentheses. So you can stop here if you just wanted the inequality expression. But if you want interval expression, then you have to go further. Smaller numbers come to the left. So that's how you can answer. Let's see, did I do this right? Oh no, I did it wrong. Oh, 5/16. What did I do wrong? My 4, -12. A lot of things went wrong. Here's a challenge for you. Correct solution here, up here, and then the solution I just did. I just made a mistake, but I can't find it. Now it's your chance to become better than your teacher. Find mistake. Stop the playback and find mistake. I'll stop the recording and find it too. Well, did you find my mistake? Correct solution here, wrong solution here. What did I do wrong? Up to here, everything is right. When I flip this -24 to the other side, I have to do -8 plus 24, which is 16, not 6. So change 16x, divide by 16, we get 5/16 instead of 5/6. So this becomes 5/16, and that 2 becomes 5/16. Now everything is correct. Of course, we have correct answer already here, so you just ignore this part. You can do that too, but whenever you make mistake, it's going to be a good idea to find it and try to correct it. Let's see, if this has been in-class problem, maybe by finding some mistake from me, you could have earned some extra credit or something. It's an online class, so sorry, you lost that opportunity. Okay, alright, we got a linear question done, linear inequality question done. We still have some double inequality problem left, but not enough time, so let's stop here. And let's meet again and discuss those double inequality problems in a separate video.